Do I really come on want my baby? Come on, Miss Erica. Mr. Badu, honey. Brother, tell me what to do. I know you got this coming for so long. So I pray. Come on, Els. I understand the game sometimes. When love is strong. Ooh. What you gonna do when I come for you? Doom, doom, da, doom, doom. Can't be nothing but to pay the bill. If it does, what you gonna do when it come for you? When I can't stand life without you. Now me and baby got this situation. And I was like this complex occupation. And I answered education. Ugh. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Mm-hmm. I ain't saying that it's like work. Because it's me and baby that he hurts. Because I tell him right, he thinks I'm wrong. But our love is strong. Ooh. He gave me the life that I came to live. Gave me the soul that I came to give. Precious song, and what you say was wrong. I won't make it on my own. Summer came around and the flowers bloomed. He became the sun, I became the moon. Precious years where we both received. Boy, could this be made believe? Ooh. What's up, my good people? I had to start off with the vocals. Miss Erica by Zohani. That's my girl. She's one of my favorite female singers. Her, Lauryn Hill. I got a lot of faves. But hey, just want to check in. Say hey to y'all, cause it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Ooh. So anyway, today's topic, just want to point out, like, when you are done with a relationship, when is it time to say, I don't got that? Hey, Ove, hello, how do you do? I've been talking to a lot of people that have been experiencing different things with breakups, and it's been a topic that, I wanted to see how people feel, other than me. For me in particular, when it's time to move forward, where am I from? Shy Ellie, where they get real silly. Yes. So I was thinking that, a lot of times, how can I say this? People attach themselves to things because it brings benefits to them, but then when it doesn't benefit them, then it's like a whiny kitty baby type thing. I think that when it's time to move forward, it's time to move forward. I don't care who it is, what status quo they have, what money they have. You have to do what makes you happy in this life. And for me, I love my children. Hello, Gilbert. Um, my, well, I have two young adults and I have a 13-year-old. Um, Being a mom, it could be very, very challenging. But see, the thing about me, I have transitioned in several different roles as a mother. Um, when I had my first child, I was 17. I I had my baby at 17. And so he taught me the most about life because that was my first project as a mother. And like I said, it's not always easy. Mothers, single mothers, I shout y'all out. Hey, vast universe of many things. Love you. Oh, thank you for the hair. I love it too. It's so cute and blue. Blue, blue, blue. A little girl, actually, I was at the park today because I took my baby to the park, her favorite park. And the little girl looked at me and she said, I just want you to know your hair is so beautiful. She's like, blue is my favorite color. I said, thank you. And I said, and you're beautiful as well. I love speaking life to babies. My kids be like, Mama, what you doing? Like if I see the kids, they say, it's for my football team or something. I'm going to help them babies if I can. Because that's better than me giving money to a person that's standing by the expressway begging when a nigga can go get a job. I mean, sure, I need a job right now. But nevertheless, it's been a hard cycle with that. But I know that God is going to do what he does because he does it so well. Um, yeah, so I was just thinking about how it's so hard for men and women to detach when it's time to move forward. Um, um, Jessica, what's up? I'm waiting for her. She said she has something to ask y'all, so I'm trying to see what she got to ask. But anyway, I'll keep going. Um, so relationships can be what you make them. Some people are so bitter and miserable that they want to take you down because they're miserable. And you have to know and stand in who you are and be confident in it. I remember leaving a relationship before and the person was like, you'll never find anybody like me. I'm like, I think I could. I was like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I could. I did it. So that's basically, like the whole scenario behind that. It's like you have to know what works for you and how people treat you. A lot of people take a lot of things, but one thing about me is I I spent a long time I had a lot of childhood traumas, right? It wasn't like, I was taken from my mom or anything like that. But, I had a lot of childhood traumas. You know, I seen my mom be abused, and that went on for 9 years. And for me, it set something up in me. I was like, look, I'm going to tell these niggas out the gate what it is. Okay? This just nigga real talk from a real place. Y'all know how I do my podcast impromptu all the time. But yes, it's just like, hello, Kishkin. Hello. Hey, everybody. Thank you all for joining. I'm talking about relationship topics. And so for me, it's like, what? Why is it so hard for men to just move forward? Why is it so hard for women to move forward if you have those issues? So it's just like, I really like I'm always a realist if I'm anything. And I thank God that, you know. So this is the thing. I remember when I used to put when I was in relationships with people, I would basically, you know, I would basically like keep on I would just keep on putting myself in a place where I was in love with the person, but then when things went bad, they went real bad, you know? So you have to understand that sometimes people are their own worst enemy, shall I say. And what I don't like is when people just lie. Like what is you lying for? Or what I've always hated liars, always. Because people they will lie until Jesus come back and you'll be like, what is going on here? Okay. So yes, I often do self reflections of what did I do? Did I cause any harm or trauma to someone? And if that be the case, you try to make things right. But it's certain things in life that some people just can't get past. Like me, betrayal and loyalty is like my two top tiers, and no lying. Those are my three things that I hate from people. Which is why I am in the space that I just want to I want to live a free life. I'm a black hippie, if y'all want to know. I'm a black hippie. It's just like cuckoo, chill, you know. But I know that people struggle, and I understand that. But if you struggle that bad, get you some help. Get you some help. People will point fingers at you. They'll try to make you feel like you're less than, you're nothing. You got to be confident in yourself. And one thing I had to learn, and I really had to learn this, um, from my first divorce, I learned that I had to keep going. I had to keep going. And I remember, you know, when the breakup happened, I was just so in shock cuz I'm just like we really for real done. Like, bro, I could have stayed on the west side doing me. Y'all dig? Um but anyway, so nevertheless, um yeah, it's cool. Like me and my first husband are actually cool now. Um, we made amends at my son's graduation. We talked about a lot of things we went through. Um, did he betray me in some ways? Yes. Did I betray him in some ways? Yes. But at the end of the day, it was like we got to be adults about this because we have a child together. So co-parenting can be hard, especially if you like don't trust people. um I would say in those instances, make sure that at least the person has some type of number on you, you know what I'm saying, especially when you're dealing with kids, drop off pick off situations. um like for real, like if you got to meet at the police station, because people can be so evil. And it's hard to let go. And I don't understand that because for me, like I remember when I went through my first divorce, I was like, oh my goodness, I was so broken. I was so broken. And I couldn't believe it. Because again, you you depend on people, it's just like when you depend on men or women or whatever relationship you're in, when you depend on people, that's when things kind of get a little, stirred up. So, um, I had to literally. I remember people. I was be like, "You got to call on the name of Jesus," and I remember one night, and I began to think about the Fred Hammond song, "Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor." And I believe that, and I stood on that because God, when God loves you and He has purpose for you, He's not gonna let people mistreat you. He's not gonna let people um, make you feel like less than. He's gonna do what He needs to do to get your attention. I'm grateful for all of my things that I experienced in this life, and mainly because I don't know if I got this light off. I gotta cut it off. Um, Mainly because um, I was so dependent on that person. You cannot. Is it good to be in a relationship and trust people? I'm sure it is, but in my experiences, I have learned don't trust nobody. I don't. I don't. I have trust issues. And the reason why is because it's like, I don't know why people have to make things into bigger eclipse when it could have just been a small little star. Okay, so that's how I view life. But my thing is this. I always say this. Um, when you are trying to move forward, somebody is always there to try to make you go backwards. Today, I seen a funeral procession. I was praying for the people, and I was like, God, I really want these people to be okay. I say, Lord, give them strength. Yeah, I gotta cut my fan off because this AC is something else. I'll be right back, people. Woo. Shit. He is on full shit. That thing is cold. But yeah, so I hope the phone. Okay, then fine. But yeah, so when you put your total trust into people, they'll let you down every time. And I know that's something. Me and my mom are not really talking right now. Um, I have to do what God wants me to do. I can't always listen to people vocal messages because everybody it's not right. Everybody don't um understand. And a lot of times I'm gonna sleep, y'all. I don't know why. But a lot of times, you find yourself in different things. So, Jessica, you said you had something to ask me, but you never asked it, beautiful. Um, you have to be willing to let go. In order for God to give you abundance in all the areas of your life, you have to be willing to let go of some things, some people, okay? Because everybody does not go with your destiny. You can have people that be around you and the whole time they despise you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood that type of stuff because I've never been a person like that. I've always been humbled about what God done for me, be grateful, and just move accordingly. But yeah, that's basically what it is. People want to um They want to pretend like, they're the victims and things like that. So I've been through all that. And that's narcissism. When people can't accept for who they are, and when you see the beast, you know the beast, get away from the beast. Women, if you are in domestic violent relationships, um, hi, hello, hello, hello. You know what? I'm going to try this thing because somebody said it had something to ask, but I wanted to try to ask the question thing. Um, but yeah. So after I got out that relationship, I became like abstinent for like years, and I just totally trusted God plans for my life. But then I told God I was ready again. But when I told him I was ready, I never said rebuke the enemy from the situation so I don't get in another situation that I don't trust someone. So, a little about me, people need to know that I am a free spirit. I love to just live, live freely. Um, and live this life because many don't make it. Millions haven't made it. It's a lot of people that check up out of here. And that's because they got so much on their mind. That's why when you're in a situation where it's time to move forward, you got to move forward. You got to move forward. You really do. And it's not, moving forward is not just for you, it's for everyone surrounding you. Because I could easily say, like, oh, I'm done with it. But then technically, mentally, not be done with that. That's crazy. So you have to release and let go. I'm telling you, it's the best thing since sliced bread, okay? And I prefer my wheat bread too. Um, yeah, like I was saying, it's just so much that goes with different things, okay? You have to know what to do and how to do it, okay? Because, like I said, you know, um, God sees all that you're going through. He see the people that treat you wrong. He see the tears you cried. He see the hurt in your eyes and your heart. He sees it all. So with that being said, I just thank God for he's a God of another chance. Um After this divorce, the second divorce, I don't plan on ever getting married again. And that's because I know that's not really for me. Because when it comes to people that want to control you and control your mind, your thoughts, and stuff like that, and always want attention and always doing stuff, it's just like, yeah, I don't like to dabble in that type of stuff. Negativity will drain your life. Keep it away from you. Whatever it is, keep it away from you. So, like I said, I'm grateful to God that He has been my strength through all of this. I'm talking about, whew, I've been through a lot this year, y'all. I've been through a lot this year. But I don't say that to get a pity party. I say that to say I've been through a lot. But God is my strength and my portion forever, okay? I'm going to always trust Him because I know He's going to do it for me. Nobody's going to do me like God does me. Nobody's going to look out for me like God does for me. So I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I'm humble. And I thank God for being, you know, my strength. Now, if you don't believe in God, that's on you. You got nothing to do with that. But I pray that one day, if you don't know him, get to know him. People think it's like, it's cliche. It's not cliche. Again, when I going through that first divorce, I was like, I'm so hurt. I'm like, I wasn't working, and this man was taking care of me, and baby, it was so crazy. And I lived a life, and he was just taking care of me. So, well, I got a little job because I felt things were going kind of south with us. Jessica, I'm still waiting on your question, beautiful. But in about 5 minutes, I'll probably be logging off of this live. But like I said, I was hurt. This was my second child father. I mean, well, he claims both for the boys because he's always said my other son, since he was one, that's his son too. And it used to be so funny because Ziggy used to be like, I'd rather get a whooping than hear him talk all day. I say, boy, I'm done. But yeah, so God put people in your life for reasons, seasons, and lifetime. And everybody don't make the lifetime cut. And that's fine. You got to be cool about that. So I sit back, I reflect. I thank God for my children. And letting go is like the hardest thing. Just like my son, my older son today, he told me he's going to move to another state. And I'm just like, my son is really grown up. He's 26. Y'all, that was just too much on me. I told him, I said, when did you plan this? Because I didn't know nothing about this, baby. And, he shared some things about, some things that happened between us. And I told him, I said, I don't care who I'm with, where I'm at. When it comes to y'all, I'm going to make sure that y'all good always. So I'm a little concerned with him moving away because it's like, that's my oldest, I love him so much. I love him so much, and I'm grateful for him. I really am. I'm grateful for all of my children. TJ is a jerk, but I'm grateful for him too, even in jerk mode. And they played together today. They went to the park, and then they played football, and they was really like, having a great time together. Then they went to the movies because I was like, Mama need a nap. Okay. So seeing siblings that are united is wonderful. But everybody can't have that story because I know for me, that's not what's going on right now. Like, I can't stand my brothers right now, to be honest with you. One is letting a woman control him. Actually, the woman used to be my friend. And I would tell y'all the story. Did I think that she was trying to do some hoodoo on my son? Yes, I did. I did. And did I send the side chick to the house? Yes, I did. Because she was the main. And she ended up being a side. And then she turns to main. But here's the thing. She never even liked my brother. My brother used to be always coming for her. Always coming for her. And she never would mess with him. But as soon as her and my brother got together, baby, she forgot I was ever her friend. And that's what people be like, you don't take accountability. Yeah, I take accountability. I sent somebody to go and tell her to stop playing, get you, got you. I don't play that. I don't like that stuff. So, even around me, I don't like people that entangle themselves in that. I that's not a spirit that I want to be used to. And witches and stuff, you can't let them in your house because those spirits are not good spirits. And with that being said, you got to know who you are. But like I said, when I thought I was fully going back to the story of, relationships, when I finally healed of calling Jesus' name, all when Fred Hammond said late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. I promise you, I cried out to God and I asked God, I said, release this man from my heart, God, because it hurts. It hurts when you carry on different people, things. It hurts when you had to leave a relationship that you were expecting to go further in. But everybody's not willing to change. I know I'm a person. It's hard for me to change. It's so hard because I be used to my little regimen. That's me. But that's not everybody's story. So, as I said to you all, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for God being a part of my life and teaching me his ways, okay? Because a lot of times we want to do things on our own, but really, to be honest with you, on everything I love, as they would say, well, on my mama chili, um, you have to find you. You gotta find you and live that life because if you continue to allow people to bring you down, it's gonna keep happening. That's why a lot of people are deleted on my phone. Well, some of the people got deleted because it's people been in my phone for a while. I'm not saying any names anymore. But it's been people hacking my account for a whole year. And I'm just like, this is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in life because what the fuck? Why would you be this is to people that like to hack people. Don't do that shit. How can you try to invade somebody's privacy? Would you want your privacy invaded? No. No, you won't. People don't like that shit. But yet people keep doing it. And then at this point, you got to do what you got to do. If it got to be 18 police report on the same shit, it's going to be that. Because you, at some time, you get like, everybody's like, well, I would just change I'm not changing my number. I'm not changing nothing. Every time I see something, I am report. I am a mandated reporter. I took the oath as a therapist, and that's what I do. So I say to you all that struggle in relationships, find yourself first. Find yourself. If you believe in God, and let him lead you. And when your heart is open again and you're ready, if you're ready to remarry or whatever the case may be, then go and do so. So I just thank God that, I don't have to, feel like somebody's doing something to me or making me feel some type of way about life. And I know God ain't in that. So, hi Ryan. Yes. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. You have to be there for yourself before you can be there for anybody else. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. All right, y'all. I hope you all took this information as a token to teach you to love yourself before anything else. You can't love somebody until you love yourself. You're no good to nobody if you don't love yourself first. So get on the Neca train. Let's love ourselves. Let's push ourselves. Don't rush. Don't rush to get into a relationship. Why are you rushing? Take your time. Check that person out. View who they are. And let me tell y'all what I really messed up at. Both times that I got married is at 3 months. So that's not enough time to know somebody. That's not enough time to really get the feel of who a person is. It's some time. You gotta at least do a year. So you can see what you need to see and move on if you need to. So that's my spill on relationship night. Like I said, I was talking to several other people today, and it just really made me realize that relationship topics can be horrible sometimes, and people are not willing to let go. And if you're not willing to let go of a person, that's an obsession. It is. And you shouldn't be obsessing with nobody or stalking nobody, because really, to be honest, that person wants to move on with their life. Allow them to do so. You can't stop them. You can't control them. You can't make them do what you want them to do. So when you have people in your ears, other people in your ears telling you stuff, people totally change who they are. Like I said, my first husband, it was pretty much he was taking care of me. My second husband was like, you know, just like very needy, very attention seeking, acted like he needed a mama more than he needed a wife. And so I know who I am as a person. I don't have to chase any tails or whatever people say about you. You just go ahead and say what you got to say and move around. But yeah, so love yourself first, y'all. Love God. If you love God, He will take care of you. He will never let you down. And that's my spiel on relationship night. I love who you are. And as always, love, peace, and just let your soul glow. It's Neca the Soul Sister. AKA, Westside Neca Dat MFkn Gurrrrl. That's how you gotta say it. Hey, everybody. Everybody just said, hey, how you doing? Jessica never answered her question, so I got to go, y'all. Peace out.